What's up? Back for more Yamada episode 6. Feels like our Runa saga is kind of over. Not that it's over. I'm assuming she's still going to be present in the story some sort of way, but the obstacle that was her and them also just introducing her and bringing her into the fold and having some sort of dynamic to kind of bring some drama involved here is kind of out the way now. So I am curious exactly the route we take next and if we introduce somebody else or if we just go Akane Yamada focus strictly here for a few and just figure out exactly what goes on with them and then introduce something else, because we're going to need something else to kind of drive the plot forward a bit more. So what exactly that option that they choose to be, I don't know. I'm excited to see though. If you like it, I'll hit the like and subscribe. Do mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion. Leave any comments about this episode or series, as well as recommendations of other stuff you might want to see me watch at some other point. Let's go on episode 6. It's very sheltered and spoiled. Gotcha. I love this art style. It's so cute. She's not here for. Yup. She shuts them all out. Yeah. She's in her own little bubble. Not a good thing. We talked about this last week. Don't even know her. Or take advantage of her. But it does, doesn't it? She tells herself that. It is. Yeah.
その上ルナちゃんのお兄ちゃんはイケメンで、幼馴染のお兄ちゃんも超のつくイケメンだったので、基本的に男性への基準はこの2人になり、必然的にクラスの男子はこう見えている。
Yeah. Huh. I wasn't expecting more Runa focus here, but interesting. It seems like everything I was expecting at the end of last week are wrapped up with speaking on who she is as a person. It's kind of coming together. And we're seeing a girl who's left out here who can't make that first move. And then she gets filled with joy thinking that these people care. Not that they don't, but you know, she's missing that real personal interactions that she doesn't have. And she justifies all these things specifically to herself by having online friends and all this other stuff. Nice. Nice.
ルナちゃんが意地悪してもママを言っても仲良くしてくれる。だからきっと大切な友達じゃないとルナちゃんはうすうす気づいているけれど。
Because Akane puts up with more stuff than.
もう茜さんは家族でも幼馴染でもないので。
Runa gets angry when she doesn't have full attention. Runa's very controlling. Internally, at least. Yeah. She finds herself enjoying this for some reason. I wonder why. Yeah. Yeah, go do the thing you learned today.
私たちも変なダンスで参戦する？絶対やだ。こうだっけ？こうだよ。
It's almost like this is what she wants.
変なダンス、一緒に踊ってくれる友達がもっといたら楽しいかもって。
She'd be happier. Yeah. So she slowly, as she experiences new things, finds more friends, stuff like this, real in-person interaction stuff, she's slowly bringing herself around to the idea that it's not good where she's at, or she's not happy where she's at, and she's using justifications that makes it seem like it's okay when it really isn't, and make her think that she's okay when she's really not. And she's slowly being able to realize this and kind of understand she might need to either change or put herself out there a bit more and become involved a bit more and actually seek out the things she wants. They do not care. Shut up. We're just playing games while she's venting. Yeah. I can play with Runa soon.
月中にカンストできるよ。
Jealousy from her.
せっかくの暇な
You're just gonna play a game? Yeah.
大丈夫なのそれ。家出じゃないよ。
It's a runaway.
お兄ちゃんと冷戦中で家に居づらいみたいでさ。だからって子供と寝取りしてるだけの私たちってどうなの？つまらないならあなたが帰ったらどうですか？大体用もないのに来たくせに。
Hello.
なめんなよ。山田さんって昔から普通に親切ですよ。
Yeah.
今だって自分
I
の
guess
受験なのに
opposed to how he's not as
見て
open.
くれてるし。へえ、じゃあめっちゃモテるでしょ。めっちゃモテてました。
He was.
苦手なのか彼女っぽい人は見たことないけど。山田がインしてるの久々に見た。靴の強化してみたんだ。
Looking good. Oh my god.
宝石ってやつ作ればいいんだよね。
But they look
真
good.
似したんだけど。
俺は魔食だからイントです
Ah.
けど俺のサブの靴使いますか？縦食用で強化も終わってるのありますよ。
No handouts. No.
うんうん。
Yeah. But it is. It goes to show exactly what Runa just said. He is helpful. Offering
もう一
that
回狩りに行って集めてくれよ。
determination.
ドロップする場所はもう覚えたし。今から狩りに行くからちょっと見ててね。
Oh. Your shit got fried.
ママパソコンよくわかんないけど。
No.
煙出てるのはまずいん
Yeah.
じゃない？
Similar to a car. With there's smoke coming out of it, it's probably not good. She can't afford a
お金貯
computer.
まるまでゲームはできないってさ。
Mm.
すごい落ち込んでた。
So I'm gonna help her. The Runa redemption arc. Here we go. I bought you computer. Play
どち
with
ら
me.
様？
Oh. Oh, maybe he knows about them. He can fix it. Well, hello, this is Tech Support. Bro, you answer the fucking phone. My god.
はい。
山田くんおはよう。
そうっす。
10:25, that's not even bad. Oh, PM? Never mind, that's bad.
お前、中古のパソコンとか持ってない？前のやつとか。
ナイス煙って。
Have any of you ever had smoke coming out of your computer? Because I have
わ
not.
かんない。
That computer stopped working, but never to
お
that
前
point.
時間あるとき、アカネッチのパソコン見てやってくんね。何か間違いがあったら困るだろう。可愛い女子大生の部屋に健康な男が上がり込むとか、ちょっと危険だし。
Isn't the same thing, yeah. What is the difference for me? New breed, alright.
すごい落ち込んでたってルナが言っててさ。アカネッチ最近、フォス頑張ってたから。
She's been trying so hard to see all that effort go. He's just agreeing to things he doesn't even know.
大丈夫。ビットってやつ集めればいいんだよね。もう一回狩り行って集めてくれよ。
Too bad she's never gonna get the opportunity again unless you fucking help, so let's go.
連れてきた。
Praise her, praise her.
あんまり期待しないでください。そんな目で見ないでください。本当。何するかわからないし。
Runa did it though.
ノートか。
まあくつろ
She
いで
put
て。
an out of order
二
slide
人と
on.
もあのさ、あっちの部屋のさ、あれ
She didn't even notice. That was close. Not that we would have noticed regardless.
まあ山田だし気にしちゃうね。
Yeah. Or cared.
山田が家にいるのってちょっと不思議だけど、ルナちゃんもああ言ってたし。女性苦手。変に意識しちゃうと山田もやりにくいよね。おや。
It's just turning it on and turning it off again. It's usually how you fix it, yeah.
言いそびれてたんですけど
It's a classic thing.
この間のカレーすごい美味しい。
Nice. I forgot about that.
今思い出したので容器忘れました。
That's alright.
嬉しい。
A compliment.
気合い入れて作るからたくさん食べてってね。
Oh.
喜怒哀楽がはっきりしてるっていうか、あんまり自分を隠さないっていうか。
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
俺、アキトにはこういう分かりやすい子が合うと思うんだよね。
Yeah.
そんなよそ者ルナは認めない。
お前、
Except she's slowly accepting her now.
これ
大学入った時だから、
Yeah. Yeah. This is not your job. Good luck, Runa. Oh, how?
ラブコメって確か
Yeah. No, not, no, please no.
キーボードを一回も掃除してないでしょ。
するものなの？
なんかこぼした跡が。
I don't clean mine ever either, to be honest.
あかねさん
What are you cooked up here? While she's cooking, what are you cooking up, Runa?
あのさ今すぐお風呂入る予定ある
No.
ないけど。
Back to the drawing board.
山田さんお風呂入る
入りません。
Oh, well, I'm here. What is she trying?
旅館一枚ちょうだい
Here we go. Route 2.
そんなに食べてお腹いっぱいにならない？今オムライス作ってるけど。
Her temps are really cute,
ルナが
though.
食べるんじゃない
Yeah.
なんで食べちゃ
You weren't supposed to eat
食
it.
べさせたの？
Oh, there you go. Full on him. Perfect. There you go. You did it. You accomplished it. Look at her glowing.
にしなさい。
Oh.
山田、どうしたの？
髪の毛が眼球に。
Oh, what the
ごめん。
fuck?
大丈夫？目に入った？見せて。
Oh, perfect. This is it.
こっちの目。
This is a moment.
大丈夫。
Avoids the contact.
俺ちょっと
No
一旦家に戻ります。必要な道具とか何も持ってきてなかったんで。
Oh, okay. You coming back?
すぐ戻ります。
Cool. All
往
right.
復大変じゃない？さすがに申し訳ない。
大丈夫です。近いですし。
You think his heart was going too? That's why he had to rush out? Unless they think that he's just mad. But I think, yeah, it might have been more uncomfortable of the...
本当なんだ
Right.
な。悪いことしちゃったな。
You weren't trying to.
こうなる
That's why she uses those
髪の毛
bows.
が多いあかねさんの髪の毛少なくて羨ま
Cut your
多い方が
hair.
良くない？
んなことはない
So I was completely wrong. My guess of we need a new force and we need somebody to come in and develop this and push the relationship further and be an obstacle almost in the way of this ended up not being somebody new. It ended up just continuing to be Runa, which actually works really well that I wasn't even thinking about, that she can be the one who, now that she is on Akane's side and likes her and they get along really well, can kind of push the two people that she cares for and she likes around to be together. And it also works well within her parameters of not wanting to expose the people that she cares for and cherishes to the outside and allow change and new people to come in and possibly like disturb the things that are going on with her and her group and circle that she has. So it works actually really, really well. We get a lot of Runa focused here, which I wasn't really expecting. A lot of that I think I kind of touched on or predicted or talked about or hinted, like understood the hints towards last week. We find out this week her way and reasoning for being who she is and why she is. We just get a bit more detailed look into it. And she just seems to be somebody who can't express herself outwardly towards others. She can't be somebody who is extroverted or takes initiative and stuff like that. She just isn't like that. And she is also somebody who has been very sheltered and cherished and spoiled her entire life. And all of those things kind of like bring together what we have for her now. The way she was brought up kind of restricted her access in a way to who she was around for whatever reason. Maybe it was just because of how she was treated or because specifically they gave her everything that she probably wanted to. It spoiled her, which kind of allowed her to hold herself to a higher standard than she probably should have, and then never really was able to go out of her way and meet people and connect with them on certain levels because she felt like she was so different or so much at a higher level than they might have been, which is carried over now into school where she looks at these girls doing this dance. It could be something that could literally just be so fun to do, or you could give it a try. It doesn't matter if it looks weird or anything and they're just enjoying themselves and having fun, but you're somebody who's sitting on the outside critiquing them. It's like, and picking on them in a way, or even if you're keeping it internal to yourself, you're still like looking at them with a bit of like disgust almost, like what are they doing, like why are they being weird, like what do they do? It's like, just leave them alone, you know, let them do that. They're enjoying who they are. Like, why don't focus too hard on them at all? But it really just shows where Runa actually is with herself because she's kind of putting up her walls here. She's kind of using these negative things and terms in which she's putting together for these people around her and her reasons for not wanting to do these things, and she's kind of using that all as justification for why it's okay that she's not doing this. Her having a whole bunch of friends online, her not wanting to look weird or be embarrassed with other people around her, her not thinking that these people are at, like, say, the same level as them, her thinking that she's cuter than the other girls, her thinking that the guys that she's around all the time and her brother and Yamada are way better looking than any of the guys within her school or class or anything, so she doesn't even look at them, right? These are all just things that she's using to convince herself and justify to herself it's okay to be who she is in the way that she's actually being, when it really isn't, and she needs to kind of probably change a little bit, especially if she's going to ever evolve and come into the real world at some point here. You need to kind of adjust who you are and really open up a bit more. And that's also just part of growing, though, and understanding things as you get older and go through your school life and all of that. So it's perfectly understandable why she's probably acting the ways in which she is. Now, her to more of an extreme, I guess, than other people probably have at her age and her position probably, but that's okay because it is understandable. And she is somebody who does kind of understand and realize that this is a thing that she has going on. As you see, she starts hanging out with Akane and trying to get to know her a little bit better. She realized last episode she never really gave her a chance or never really tried to get to like her at the beginning and just shut her down immediately. But now look, you have a friend and somebody that you seem to be very happy with. She's still a little selfish in ways and wants full, attention and all of this stuff going on, but she's slowly getting herself and developing herself a bit more. We cover for the rest of the episode a computer incident in which we see Akane working really hard to level up and get better at the game and not rely on other people and do things for herself and learn for herself and just enjoy things on her own, kind of, while kind of having Runa to guide her a little bit. Unfortunately, her computer blows up in front of her, which is the most wild thing to me. Just starts smoking on her like that, and then doesn't know what to do because she's going to need to save up money to buy a new one. So in the meantime, they end up getting tech support, Yamada, the tech support guy, to come in, and him and Runa show up, and he starts looking into the computer himself. So now in the situation that we're in, Runa starts kind of watching how they work together and observing what goes on, and she kind of likes the looks of the things when the two of them are together, and she ships it. She's 100% here for it. So it's in her best interest now, after talking to her brother, to work together to get these two closer and get them together and push them further, which is the obstacle I was talking about before, that we need something to develop and push ourselves in the show further, and that's exactly what this is going to be. Bruno starts coming up with these rom-com like scenarios, such as things with a bath and all this other stuff going on that clearly are not going to happen, and she's trying her hardest, but she really doesn't know exactly what to do and the steps to take here, which is understandable, especially given her age and everything. She's trying to do whatever she can, which just made for some really fun and cute moments overall that happen. Ultimately, we end things with Akane kind of getting pushed and then falling over, and her hairpin hitting Yamada's eye or something. And then, some stuff happened there. I don't know if I'm here for that whole direction. I guess they went with that, but I think it works well just because the close contact portion is what's important, and that's what we're trying to get. Overall, it appears that it overwhelmed Yamada a bit, probably because he doesn't feel like he's good, or he's not confident with himself being around somebody like Akane or just girls in general. So being at that close of a distance and everything that was going on between them was a little bit weird for him, or a little uncomfortable, and it forced him to kind of rush himself out of there to free himself and get out of that situation a bit. Fully there for it. They start feeling a little bit bad, especially Runa, probably again thinking that she keeps messing things up with people that are close to her, or that she doesn't want to. But yeah, and then we have to just see the way that kind of unfolds from here. They talk a bit about how Akane kind of just is very straightforward and expressive and doesn't really hide and anything about who she really is, which I like that they're kind of bringing attention to, because that is very true. She is very much out there, and she does not hide herself at all. And you almost feel like you need that kind of person to push somebody who is so closed in like Yamada and kind of expand and open him up a little bit more. Somebody who will just kind of blurt the things out of their mouth that they need to and kind of get him going, or try to. And now she's not somebody who just says the most random things or obnoxious things or anything, but she does do what she has that would kind of work within this relationship and get things kind of the ball rolling a little bit more between them. So overall, worked out really well. I will say as well, I was not a fan early on. I think I might have said this in another discussion before, but I was not a fan early on of some of the style changes and stuff that they were doing. But I think it either has grown on me or it just got a lot better. One of the two. Probably just grew on me, but I think it worked really well this episode. And I really do like the in-game characters and the way that they kind of work around that with the characters communicating and stuff. And I think the in-game designs that they use are really funny and cute, and it works really well for it. And then just some of the art and stuff that they do on the outside of changing the facial expressions and everything within the characters works really, really well too. And definitely just growing on me. And I like that a lot. So overall here for it. Yeah. Hopefully we get a bit more to progress the situation a little bit next week and everything goes well there. And I don't know. I enjoyed this a lot though. It was pretty straightforward what happened. Nothing I felt like was overly too complex. And we got some focus on a character that we have had focused on in the other episodes, but specifically it was almost all from her like angle and her point of view almost. So it really, really cool, I guess, the way that it came about. And yeah, happy about that. If you like it all, hit the like and subscribe. Do mean a lot to me. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. My email, both links are in the description. Check out the other videos on the channel. Leave any comments about this episode or this series in general, as well as recommendations of other things you might want to see me watch at some other point. I'll be back for episode 7 next week. You have a good one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you.